Hi, I'm Girish Bhatt. I'm with Acceldata. What I'll be doing today is to preview our session that will go live on August 25th during the CDO Tech event on data observability. Our session is called Build Great Data Products Using Data Observability, which will be presented live by my CEO, Rohit Chaudhary. Before we jump into data observability itself, let's revisit how did we get here and why you need data observability. If you go talk to enterprises, the first thing everyone will say is, we need to grow our revenue. One of the growth engines or growth drivers to grow revenue is innovation. You can innovate across your tech stack, your product aspects. You can do it across your supply chain. You can do it across your process efficiency. Across the company, if you innovate, you have a better chance of driving and growing revenue. The second key mandate for enterprises is, how do we gain operational efficiency? Efficiency could be across all functions. It could be a process efficiency. It could be a people efficiency. It could be a tech efficiency. It could be across anything that's relevant in a modern enterprise today. And the third mandate, which we often hear about, is how do we mitigate or minimize risk across the company? So having presented this mandates, what it represents for IT teams and data teams are perhaps slightly different. That's what we want to talk about today, right? So what are the common challenges that IT and data teams face? We all know there is a data deluge. Not only is there massive amounts of data being created, processed, and consumed, is it even adding value? What's the ROI from your data? We continue to hear about tech sprawl, too many tools on the data side, IT side, security side, and other. Each tool requires a particular sophistication, requires a particular persona and a knowledge set to use and to use it effectively, if at all you can use it effectively. And we always hear about this bad data, the impact of bad data for enterprises. There are some research firms have published that it costs about 15 million plus for an enterprise per year. We frankly believe that number underrepresents and undercounted. And then this is something that's near and heart to all data practitioners, the shortage of qualified people. We keep talking about data engineers today, but how many people can actually code and know data and actually understand the concept of DevOps? Not too many, right? Even though data engineering engineers are a very hot persona today in the marketplace. So our view is, for enterprises to succeed, they need to rethink and do things slightly differently. That is, successful companies build data products, particularly the more successful ones build great data products. That's our view of how data teams can succeed. So in case you're thinking about, Girish, what is this data products? So these are some representative data products from our perspective. What you see on the top left is a screenshot of Tableau, which is now part of Salesforce.com. What you see in the top middle is Epic Healthcare's app that helps track a woman's pregnancy across all trimesters, as well as on a weekly basis. And I'm sure it can do it on a daily basis now as we speak. These are data products, folks. Uber, we know, it's a quintessential data product company, which may have been labeled as a transportation company a few years ago. And what you see in the bottom left is actually a list of restaurants outside Acceldata's office in Bangalore. I was there recently and I said, let me do a quick query. And the result is a data product that navigates and helps me get to a particular restaurant. It's giving me data. It's giving that's packaged as a data product to me. And what you see in the bottom middle is Cruise, the self-driving or autonomous driving vehicle that without data or packaged as a data product, you won't be able to, in fact, operate the vehicle autonomously. And bottom right is S&P, which is a data product company. So if you take a step back and think, what do data products have in common? They not only create, consume, process massive amounts of data. There's a lot of touch points, many users. And the legacy way or historical way of doing data management just doesn't work. As you know, data management is a $100 billion market. However, it requires a rethink. We at Acceldata believe that data observability is a more modern approach to help address the challenges and as well as for companies to be data product companies. How can data observability help? Let me list three things. Data observability can help you scale data as well as analytic platforms, eliminating performance issues across your stack, whether it is cloud native stack, hybrid stack. Data observability should be able to help you. You should be able to minimize your cost and resource overruns. That is, you need to have insight into spend intelligence of how your budgeting or how your consumption is evolving. You need to be able to improve your data quality and reliability to minimize data outages or downtime. Just doing data quality or claiming about data downtime is insufficient. That's a very narrow niche. It's whereas modern data practitioners look at the problem spaces much more vast than something that a simple tool can address. So what's our approach to this? We call it data observability. Cloud is our new offer that we have. And as I talked earlier, we have a multi-dimensional approach to solving data observability use cases. That is, we not only look at the infrastructure or the compute layer, but we look at the reliability, we look at pipelines, we look at users. We have a very holistic view of how data observability helps customers and build great data products. Why are we different? We not only help customers who are cloud native, whether you're a Snowflake, Databricks, that sort of thing from a data platform perspective, but also multi-cloud. Whether you're using multiple cloud native products or your hybrid cloud, perhaps you're using a combination of both cloud native and on-prem solutions, we provide that solution for that. That is, we provide data observability for that market. What I like to say is we provide data observability no matter where you are in your data migration or data path. We support you across your data journey. What makes Acceldata unique is that unlike other niche tool-based companies who focus just on a narrow niche of data quality or a subset of reliability, we look at the problem as multidimensional. What we mean by that is we bring in multiple telemetry or data from across multiple layers, whether it's the compute layer, performance, and consolidate that to provide the right level of business ROI. More importantly, we focus on enterprises who are building data products, not necessarily just looking at it as a plug-in tool for something that can be solved elsewhere. So who are we? We are a 4-year-old startup, Series B startup. We are based in Campbell as well as in Bangalore, India. And as you see in the bottom left here, we have I've listed only a few marquee customer names or logos here. We have a lot more customers here. And the key point is, if I can draw your attention, look at the top right of the screen, maybe in the middle right, we observe and help our customers operate massive data infrastructures and solutions at large volume. One of the additional reasons why we are quite unique is not only did our founders come from a data engineering background, but many of us, all the way from our customer success teams, from our sales teams, from our go-to-market teams, including marketing, have spent many years in large data and success data management or data analytics and data platform companies. So what I'll do next is to preview a quick demo. All right, I just logged into our data observability cloud. In this example, what I'm going to show is I'm going to show how we provide data observability for Snowflake. Snowflake, as you know, is one of the world's largest cloud data platforms, and they've had a very successful trajectory, and they continue to grow double digit or triple digits year over year. They're a fantastic partner of ours, and we continue to work with them as well as the other ecosystem partners as well. So what I want to do is to kind of spend literally a minute or so previewing or clicking through what my CEO Rohit Chowdhury would be showing in a little bit more detail during the live session on August 25th. As you see here, this is the homepage of our data observability cloud. Here, if you navigate here, at the outset, you get a clear view of how your cost is spend is tracking over time, and who are the top users, and what are some of the configured data sources or warehouses within the system. So what I'll draw your attention to is I'll click on three aspects of our solution. I'll talk about preview our compute capability. That is, how are you tracking from a business or a system administrator's perspective in terms of what you've budgeted and how you're actually tracking? Think of this as spend intelligence. That is, not only are you getting real-time insights into how much you're budgeted for, but also you get into how much you're tracking from a consumption basis. That's very critical, as opposed to static tools, which are more what I call they're more, you do more processing offline and then you do the visualization. Here, as you see here, in this screenshot, what you see on the screen, what you see is the compute cost dominate. That's fairly typical in a Snowflake installation. As you see here, roughly about 95% of the budget and spend is on the compute aspect as opposed to storage. That's very common from Snowflake perspective. And as you see here, if there are any anomalies in the consumption, it'll get flagged. This is based on a daily basis here. I can change the filter for monthly or quarterly, that sort of thing. As you see here, today is August 15th. It's still early here in the Pacific time zone in US. So, and people haven't started using the system yet. So that's why the consumption cost anomaly is like tracking reasonably well here. So that's on the compute side. Again, the quick preview. On the reliability side, what we are showing here is, okay, how are you tracking from a reliability perspective? That's a quick sneak into the reliability lens. And then everyone's favorite topic is pipeline these days. This is a real demo that our solutions engineering team created for a customer in the past few hours, so to speak. And then this is what it'll look like. So again, I wanted to quickly preview what a data observability cloud looks like. It's currently ready for customers to trial and even go live with. So that's a quick overview of our data observability cloud. So to wrap up today's preview session, folks, what I walked you through is the challenges faced by enterprises and why data observability is a must to have for modern enterprises who want to build great data products. And I also walked you through a quick 2-minute preview or a click-through demo of our data observability cloud. Our CEO, Rohit Chowdhury, will go through this in a lot more detail on August 25th during the Eckerson Group hosted CDO Tech Event session on data observability. Strongly encourage you to attend the session and ask questions related to our demo or anything else that you may have. Meanwhile, I'm Girish Bhatt. If you have any questions, do feel to reach out to me at girish@acceldata.io or anyone else from the Acceldata team. Thank you and have a great rest of the day.